Hey everybody, Razor Chance here, and I've seen that apparently that my me showing off my complete Game Boy Advance collection of all the games that I have physical, apparently it didn't really do too well for my liking. I'm guessing the subject of retro game collecting is a little bit niche as of recent years, especially with the things that are going on, but that's neither here nor there. What I am here to show you is, of course, with I don't know if any of you guys out there are fans of magica madoka, but since there is going to be a fourth movie coming out, so I decided to show off everything that I have that is madoka related here. And I definitely recommend watching these, especially since, it's extremely very story driven. Sure, it might look all cutesy and such. What I have right here first is, of course, it explains it all. Madoka Magica, the movie trilogy, which comes with the original trilogy of movies that came out within, I want to say, from like 2014. I know there is a TV version that came out in 2011, but I have not seen that. So um it actually came, I know these don't really look anything special, but it comes with the trilogy of movies right here. You got the first one, which is the beginnings, which explain the story of the characters that you see here. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend doing so. And then what we also have here is the second part of the story, Eternal, and apparently the one that was considered rare to many people, Rebellion, which is the reason why I actually got this in the first place. I did own the duology, Eternal and Beginnings back then, but I gave it to a friend. So I ended up re-getting this just to get Rebellion, but I highly recommend watching all three of these movies right now, especially with the story that is going to continue on with movie 4. And this comes with like a little special card that actually shows I guess some of the screens that you see throughout the show. And I think it's pretty cool, if not very basic. I apologize if it's like a little like I guess a little like transparent. I don't know the material that they actually use for this, but I do generally think this is very nice to have, and even just to see how far we've come from, I guess, the beginning of the story to now movie 4, which have a release date in Japan in August 28th. I don't know when is it gonna come overseas, especially in dub, but I would like to see it whenever it does come out. I wouldn't mind watching in Japanese, but I'm an apologist for the English dub, so anyone out there who is against it, don't at me. Growing up with English dubs growing up, and I tend to be a little more forgiving when it comes to that matter. So this is basically the original movie trilogy. As you can see here, you have the main characters. You got Bebe or Nagisa on the bottom left, Homer in the middle, Mommy on the top, and then you turn it around and you see Madoka, Kyoko, and Sayaka right here. And I do think this is very fantastic artwork. This is apparently like more up to date in like celebrating the 10th anniversary of the series, which I wasn't there like when it first started, but thankfully I did pick a good time to get into the series, especially when it comes to like their mobile games. Like, they're okay turn-based RPG games, but nothing really special. Now, of course, obviously with every popular series, there tend to be a side, like a spin-off series, which I feel like this one does not get enough credit. I feel like this is actually better than what a good chunk of people give it. Magia Records Side Story, which have a different cast of characters, even though you do get to see the original cast here and there, but this mostly focuses on the side story. And it actually does come with a booklet that comes with pictures, artwork from the characters, locations, or expressions. I would definitely do a separate video on that. So, of course, you see in the front here, we have Ira, and of course, my best side story girl, Yachio Nanami. And of course, there's not really much to show on the back unless you want to read it, but that's what we have here. This is basically the first season. And then we look right here. We have Surano in the front, and we have Felicia in the back. Definitely pretty cool. And upon this, we actually get like different colors based on the discs representing different characters. I would take a guess on them, but I would be very, very wrong. And there is extra characters on the back if you could look carefully, which I'll try to do my best. See, like back here, you see Yachio and Ira right here. And what I just removed right now is the soundtrack, which I do think Madoka really have some good music, whether if it's a side story or even the original series as a whole. Like, it have some great music. And over here, you got Sana right here. Or the way how the internet memed her, Sna. But yeah, I thought this is actually pretty cool. I do like the packaging. I do think it is very, very consistent, even if the side story anime does not receive the amount of love compared to the original, which of course is understandable. And this one right here is for season 2 and season 3. They actually managed to complete both seasons and put them into one release, because each season after the first one actually got shorter. So the first one is like 13 episodes, season 2 is like 6, and the final season is 4. And I'm pretty sure there's definitely a lot of stories about how everything was very skipped over, and you know, the team just half-assed the story. Now these are the booklets that actually come with them. I will probably like showcase them in a separate video. Well, hopefully if this one actually does well. And right here we got Rena, and I forgot her name right now. It actually escaped my mind. And then back here we got Alina and Holy Mommy at the back. Mommy's goddess form right here, which I thought is pretty cool. Would be nice if they actually acknowledge it, but I somewhat doubt it that they'll reference it or even show it in the 4th Madoka movie. And we have the rest of the show right here. And we get to see who's back here, which, let me see if I can try to, there we go. We got Momoko and Yachio's childhood friend Mifuyu, which apparently played a big role in her side of the story. This is the other half of season 2. Final season right here. And then we got another OST, another soundtrack, which, again, I have not listened to them, like, physically on the disc, but on YouTube I hear music. And then right here we have Ira with her sister Ui, which they look incredibly similar. You don't really see Ui all that much. But I guess because of the fact that they really wanted to cram in as much story that they could within 3 seasons, and each one getting shorter and shorter. So, yeah. So that's pretty much what I could say right now. I'm definitely gonna say this. If you have not seen Madoka anything, I definitely recommend checking out the movie trilogy, as well as also the side story anime. Again, they may not have a lot of love, but I do think all 3 of these are very nice ways to just kill time. It's an interesting watch, at least for side story. The movie versions right here, highly recommended, especially if you want to catch up to the story before movie 4 release. So yeah, I definitely say give these a try. Although be warned, I could imagine if physical media getting harder nowadays is going to be much more harder. So unless you're lucky to get them, cool. Find other ways to watch them, also cool. But me personally, physical media forever.